Hey, good evening, everyone. Today's date is Wednesday, June 26, 2019. Tonight I'm looking at a euro versus the New Zealand dollar. Now, I've been stalking this trade really since mid-May. Um, I never really posted this chart though, so I can't really say that I shared this publicly online. May 22nd was the date that I took this screenshot. And here I'm noting that the January 3rd high would be, a minor level of interest. I figured, there'd be some kind of resistance here. But really what I was looking for was a move up towards the 61.8 at 1.73. And that comes from A, B, and C gets you at 1.73. Now I figured that this would be minor resistance, but again I was looking for a move here, and I was looking for a short trade on this. Fast forward a little bit to June 13th. That's when I finally posted something online, and you could see kind of what happened here. That January 3rd level didn't really do much. We spiked higher than that. We closed above it. We had a minor pullback here. And here I kind of drew an arrow and I said, would love to see a test here once again at 1.73. So I was looking for a move up, and I'm looking for a big move down. So I'll kind of go through that here next. So this is what it looks like now. The 61.8 at 1.73 held beautifully here. In fact, on June 17th was the date where we really sold off right at that level. I mean, man, that's pretty good right there. Look at that. That's the hourly. You can see we kind of tagged that here in this candle, and then once again here, spiked a little bit above that, and then look at this candle, just sold off, just nasty sell-off. So great entry on that. So far, everything is looking good. When we pulled back here, you could see that we kind of broke this low. Looking at a closer move here, so we have a low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and then here this was really your first signal that the uptrend was kind of over on this. And in fact, I believe there's a minor trend line. Yep. So I'm sure some traders were looking at this. A break of this trend line, and that signal to go short for them. So that's another sign there. That's a little bit lower than the 61.8, but that would also signal a short trade. And you could see after that we started making lower lows now. On this date we spiked up, and I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at this, and I thought, fuck, this may go back up to the 61.8, but luckily that did not happen. We did not test the red bar high here, but we quickly sold off. I think this was due to some news event that happened. But yeah, great move to the downside. We've also broken this trend line, which I think I highlighted. No, I never highlighted. Let me see. Actually, this is... So what I've been doing lately is I've been posting these charts, and I try to keep the update on the same thread. So you can see here on January 13th, posted that. And then on the 18th, I posted this when we've got that engulfing daily candle. And then here's where I mentioned that trend line. So I drew that trend line, and fast forward, that's what that is right there. So right now, price has broken through that. In fact, we continue to make new lows. Right now, we're at 1.69. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get a minor bounce here. If you look here at the June 5th, around there, we did find some support, and that's when we really made that next leg up to the 61.8. So naturally, I think we should find some support here. Maybe bounce, and who knows, maybe even retest that major trend line. Obviously, I don't want that to happen. I would love for this to just continue melting down here towards the 1.674, 1.675. That's my target on this trade. So right now this is in about 300 pips. So I'm really looking for upwards of 500 to 550, I think is target. Yep, 550. Anywhere 500 would be great, but that's my main target. I think we should get there. If you look at a daily chart, it looks really nasty here. We did break below that trend line, so we'll see. That this looks like there's some good momentum to the downside, but keep your stops in place. I think if you entered up here at 1.73, even a 100 pip stop loss I think would be fairly reasonable, I think, because you still have that trend line should this come back and retest it. So about 100 pip stop loss would be, I think, safe in my opinion. So we'll see what happens on this trade. I'll continue monitoring it, and I'll keep updating this thread here as we move forward. All right, so that's all I had on this one. I'll see you guys in the next video.